I'm not going to have any choice in the colors that I pick at all whatsoever. Whatever I pull, I have to work with. That's not cheating, right? Hello, welcome back. I'm so excited to have you here. As you can see, I'm in my comfy clothes today because today we're relaxing and today we're bringing it back in time. We're chilling out and we're going back to OG art YouTube. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yeah, we're doing the 3-color challenge, which was one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube when I was younger. I loved watching all the different artists. All of that was so interesting to me, and I'm excited that I get to do it today with you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. I have all my colors here. I don't know if I'll be using these pens specifically, but they're just a good basis, a good representation of like basic colors. So we're going to be choosing from these. I'm going to put them in a clear container so that you guys can see that when I'm reaching my hand in, I'm not choosing something purposefully, or there's no like trickery, or they're like secret options, or I don't know. Just know that it's authentic. I don't know what colors I'm going to pull from here, and whatever I pull, I have to work with. Okay, in you go. So here's all my colors. I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to mix them up, and I'm going to pick 3 of them. First color. Red. Ooh, I don't normally use red. I know a lot of artists who use like a lot of red and black or red and blue in their work, but I don't really ever. I never really have a reason for red unless it's like the holidays and I'm drawing like holly berries. So interesting. I don't know what to do with this quite yet. Okay, so red's out. You can only pick each color one time, so I'm going to pick my second color now. Okay, closing my eyes. Mixing them up. This one. Blue! Oh my, what did I just say? I just said I see a lot of artists use red and blue, and what did I get? I would have preferred the light blue, I think, probably, but dark blue is cool. It's good to have a dark tone, a mid-tone, and a light tone, so hopefully this red isn't too dark. Hopefully they're not clashing in whatever I do with them. Good option so far, not something I would have chosen for myself. Okay, third and final color. Closing my eyes again. Mixing them up. Okay, please be something good. Please be something good. Oh, I'm nervous. Black. Whoa. I was not I was not expecting that at all. Kind of feels like a cheat almost. I wouldn't have picked this myself. I was gonna use black anyway for like the line art most likely, and maybe some details, because that's not really, black is more like a tool to me, you know what I'm saying? I say that when I literally wear all black almost every day, but we can incorporate this for sure. And these colors live to see another day, I guess. It's really pretty. Wait, hold on. It's almost a full rainbow. Wait. Is that? Yeah! Look at that! A rainbow! We got everything but the rainbow in the colors challenge.
Interesting.
It's giving kind of Mariah Elizabeth, isn't it? I love her. Anyway, let's move on. So these are my colors. Black, dark blue, and red. It's kind of giving ballpoint pen. It's kind of giving grading your paper in English class. It's kind of giving school. So, not what I expected. I was expecting to do something really colorful, but instead I guess I'm going to do something scholarly. I don't know. Okay, this is what we have to work with. This and this only. I don't know if I'll use these pens exactly. I haven't decided yet, but regardless, it'll be these 3 colors. Shading is going to be interesting, but red and blue make purple, so maybe I can sneak a little bit of my favorite color in there for shading purposes. That's not cheating, right? Because if I'm putting red and blue on top of each other and they just so happen to make purple, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. Alright, y'all, we're going to cut to me with the sketch now and the coloring, and we're going to see what I do with this. Okay, so hello, welcome to the voiceover part. Hope that you guys enjoy it. So I started out by drawing this kind of feminine alien body figure, and I was doing her skin red, and then I don't know what happened. My footage cut and it just skipped to the shading. So I laid on a base layer of red, and then I tried to shade it with a little bit of blue, and it kind of did the purple thing that I was talking about earlier, but not a whole lot because these are like pearlescent watercolor paints. So I'm painting them with my water brush pens, and they don't really blend the same way that normal watercolor paints would because of the pearlescent pigment in them. And actually, I do realize I do know what happened. An alarm went off on my phone, and when the alarm went off, I forgot to make sure that I was still recording, so that was really tragic. But you guys can see I'm doing a lot of back and forth going between the shading and the red parts again, because I'm trying to make sure it blends well and it looks like smooth, and I have to keep adjusting it because sometimes the light catches the pearlescence in a weird way, and I don't want to think that it looks good just for me to look at it at a different angle and then it just doesn't look good. So I'm constantly checking and making sure that it looks how I think it's looking. So I got the idea for this design from the colors that I pulled. I thought about how the red and the blue kind of reminded me of like in biology textbooks when it would show maybe a depiction of muscles or veins or like a heart. It just kind of reminded me of those types of illustrations that would be in like a biology or a science textbook. So I just kind of took that and I ran with it, and I was like, what if I made a body, but it was like an alien body? And then what if I used the blue to do designs on her? So that's what I ended up doing later on. I incorporated the black by making a black background. My original idea was to have the character wearing like some sort of black clothes, but she's pretty much naked, so that kind of went out the window, and I could have made her underwear black, but I thought that that would kind of make it look weird. Since I knew I didn't want the background to be blue, the background would have to be black, and I thought it'd look kind of strange if her underwear blended into the background. So I just decided to stick with black background, blue details, and red skin. I'm just going to let you guys watch the rest of this part while I paint the background because I think it looks cool in a time lapse, and you guys don't really need to hear me yap the whole time anyway. It's very relaxing, honestly. Jump scare, I'm back, guys. Anyway, so I grabbed that same blue pen that I had in the beginning of the video. I ended up using it for doing the details, and I honestly probably should have used a different pen because it kept skipping on top of the paint, but it ended up being fine. I knew I wanted to draw a flower on her head, so I went ahead and I did that, and I think it turned out really cute. And I of course filled in her underwear and her anatomical features like her nipples and her belly button, because I did paint them in, but I knew I was going to add detail later so that you could really see them. And then I did these little swirly guys, which I really like drawing. I think that they're so fun. And then I was just thinking about what would look nice on her body, like in terms of creating a balanced image. So I added a spider web to one of her thighs, and then I drew this sort of cascading vine wrapping around her other thigh, which had some leaves that were the same as the leaves I did in the flowers, so it had some sort of continuity to it. I drew this little chain thingy hanging off of one of her shoulders as well, and I put 3 dots in her sternum because I love putting 3 dots in my works. I think it looks so pretty. And then I drew little like sparks or like flower petals around her nipples, because that's something that I've done in a previous artwork that was kind of like this, and I thought it looked nice, so I just did it again. And then I put stars on her other shoulder because I also like incorporating stars into most things that I do. Then I went in with this red pen to kind of just define things a little bit more and make sure it pops against the background. And I don't know if it added a whole lot to the piece, but I liked it. I think it gives it this kind of like cut out look, kind of like you snipped it out of a magazine and pasted it onto black paper. And then I wrote the date on the back because I always do that, and then I signed it on the empty space of her leg. So here's what the finished piece looks like. I'm really happy with it. It definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone because I don't normally work with these colors, but it still definitely looks like something I made in my style. And then here's a little bit of a color adjusted clip since the pearlescence kind of makes it look a little weird on camera. This is closer to how it looks in real life. Okay guys, so that was my 3 color challenge today. I might do this again. I probably will since there's so many colors that we didn't end up using. But I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. It got a little rocky at some points. I was kind of unsure of where this was going to go, but I ended up really liking it. I don't normally end up creating things that I don't like in some way, even if I don't necessarily like the whole content of the piece. I can normally find something that I like about it regardless. So I'm really happy. I think that this turned out pretty well. It did not go how I thought it was going to go at all, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. And I hope you come back and see me do it again. Look at all these colors that we didn't use. There's so much potential here. Like, it's literally the whole rainbow, so you know there's a lot of potential. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you are, and remember that I love you. Bye. Mwah. Okay. Can't even see my ears. Can't even see how comfortable I am in my true form. Shout out my bestie for the blanket hoodie. Yeah.